G'day and welcome back to MTG. I'm your host Tim, and today I have the collector boosters from Doctor Who that we're going to crack open. These are pretty interesting. It's the first time that we've had a Universes Beyond collector booster set. They roughly go for about the price of the four commander decks, so it'll be interesting to really crack this open and see if it's actually worth going for this rather than going for the decks individually. A lot of times when you do go for the commander decks, there's a lot of extra stuff in there that you've probably got a lot of, like talismans, mana rocks, things like that. The Universes Beyond ones are really nice because they've got thematic art to it, and they all sort of tie together quite nicely, but often, there's a lot of stuff in there that you sort of look at and go, I don't really want that. I kind of only want a few cards in it. So this is a nice option that I think they're going to be doing to be able to, one, bling out those decks with cool foils and whatnot, but also if you're not that heavy into collecting every single one of those pre-con decks, you can really just jump into this. So we'll pop this open and see what's inside. I've noticed that these are made in USA, so not in Japan, unlike a lot of the ones that we get in Australia. So we're probably going to see a little bit more washed out in the foiling on these. But yeah, we'll crack it open and see what is actually the go here. So let's have a look. There is a slot breakdown online on what's in each slot. It's basically all the commander cards. Ooh, wow, straight off the bat. So this is surge foiling that we've got in here. I think it's a 1 in 3 chance of the basic lands to get surge foiling. And yeah, it looks really pretty, looks really good. Very much like the Warhammer 40k surge foiling. So we've got the island, we've got the 11th Doctor, which is quite nice. The sound of drums, that's pretty. We've got the 5 Doctors. So yeah, already I can see it's definitely not Japanese foiling. It's very akin to the American foiling, but still quite good. We've got Temple of the False Gods, which is a really good land. We've got Game Trail, yeah, nice, a really good reprint, and it's in the Surge foil, which is really cool. Then we've got Dinosaurs on a Spaceship. This is an amazing card. I love this card. Great in dinosaur decks, great in almost any deck, really. It's really good value, so really good card to get in there. We've got Celestial Colonnade. It's been reprinted a bit now, so not the best card, but still okay. Madame Vastros, this is the one that partners with Jenny Flint, so nice little upgrade in your deck there. Rootbound Crag, which is a pretty good card. Almost looks almost surgy the way that they're doing the artwork now on here. Oh, the 5th Doctor in a Surge foil. That's really nice. So you do get quite a few Doctors by the looks of it so far. Frostboil Snarl. A lot of lands too. So we've had, Island, Temple of False God, Game Trail, Celestial Colonnade, Rootbound Crag, Frostboil Snarl. I'm not a big fan of the Snarl series, but some people like them, so let's keep going. Oh, Game Trail in Surge foil. That's 2 Surge foil Game Trails already. That's a bit disappointing in the same pack. You'd think you'd want to get something a little bit different. Oh, here we go. We've got the Weeping Angel. So this is the TARDIS treatment. Not the best spell to get in it, but still pretty cool to see the actual artwork. Oh, and then we've got a Dalek Squadron in foil and in the TARDIS treatment as well, which is really pretty. So this is the slot where you can get the serialized versions of the Doctors. They say about 500 of each of the 13 Doctors that are serialized in there. So yeah, cool little card. And then we've got the tokens. One cool thing to note with these tokens, because they usually don't give you tokens, is that you can also get these in a Surge foil in this slot. So I really like that. It's been a pain in the butt sometimes. I know with the last deck there was like a Hobbit that you could get that there was only one of, and it was only in the commander decks itself that it came in, and you're sort of sitting there going, well, I want my multiple tokens, but you can literally only get the one, and you couldn't ever get it in foil. So yeah, not the best, but let's see what we've got. So we've got the 12th Doctor in here, Darkwater Catacombs, which has been reprinted heaps, but it's very pretty, very good art. Ash Barrens, yeah, so very, very land heavy. Idris Solar TARDIS in the Surge foil. That looks actually really amazing in the Surge foiling. We've got the Sonic Screwdriver, which is a interesting mana rock. I'm sort of coming around on it now. I quite like it. Flatline, a great way to control people's creatures, which is cool. Port Town, yep, wow, that art is beautiful. It almost looks like a little scene of Venice in there. Very pretty, very nice, very good. Astrid Peth, pretty decent little human there, sorry. Heroes Podium, which is a nice reprint, especially in the Legendaries Matters Commander deck. We've got Confession Dial. I like this. This could go in almost any deck that has legendary creatures in it. It's really good to be able to reanimate them in an easy artifact. A Temple. Wow, a Search Foil Temple. That's a first, and it looks really nice. I'm a big fan of the Temples series. I love being able to scry, and having them come in tapped is a little bit slower, but it's still, you get a little bit of extra benefit from it, which is quite nice. Heaven Sent. This is the one that cares about casting spells from anywhere other than your hand. But yeah, that Surge Foiling is really pretty. Oh wow, the 12th Doctor in the TARDIS. That's really nice. I like that. Really nice artwork. And the 7th Doctor. Ah, yep. And so it seems that they're always in foil in that slot. So you've got like a TARDIS non-foil and a TARDIS foil slot. And Angel and the candies, the foods. I like the foods. They're really pretty. So, yeah. Let us know what you guys are looking at getting in the comments. Is this a set for you? I know a lot of people are into Doctor Who, so you might be collecting this set purely because you've come to Magic from Doctor Who. And I know a lot of people are sort of divided in the Magic community over these universes beyond, especially if you've never really seen Doctor Who. So we've got Planes, we've got the 4th Doctor, so this is the face commander for one of the decks. We've got Mind Stone, okay, interesting. I mean, it's in foil, so it's different. Day of Destiny, that's an interesting reprint in one of the legendary decks. The Moment, it's an odd card. Don't mind it though, looks alright in foil. We've got Rockfell Vale. Yeah, this is one of the cycles that they reprinted as well. It's really good, especially in Commander, because it enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 2 or more other lands. So usually you keep about 3 lands in your opening hand, which means that this is a dual land essentially when it comes in, which is really nice. We've got Bill Potts, which is nice extended artwork there. Oh, we've got Sheltered Thicket, so we've got the Mountain Forest, so you can search for it and you can cycle it. The Dalek Emperor, cool card. I like this one. It works really well in the Villainous deck as well, because you're making a lot of Daleks. Oh, yep, awesome. The Temple of Triumph. So Scryland. This is how it ends. Oh, nice. Very pretty. This card is actually going for a bit of money as well. So extended art in the Surge Foil is nice to get. Oh, another Temple of Triumph. If you don't just want the foil, you can have it in the Surge Foil, which is cool. Oh, the 8th Doctor in a Surge Foil. Yeah, I've got to admit, these Surge Foils are amazing. They are really, really nice looking. Oh, the Master at Galfrey's End. That's nice. And what's the next one? Are we going to get a... Ooh, Surge Foil, the 8th Doctor. Nice. That looks interesting. You kind of lose a bit of the TARDIS look with the Surge Foiling. But, I mean, the Surge Foiling is just great. And... there we go, Alien Rhino and Cyberman token. So yeah, like they definitely hit the nail on the head with the Surge Foiling. That's definitely worth doing. Like every time you see that, it just looks amazing. Like this camera's a good camera, but it's not even doing it justice. It does look really good in person. I hope they do a lot more Surge Foiling. I really liked the universes beyond the Commander decks that they did them in. We've got the 7th Doctor, Vashta Narada, interesting little alien horror. I quite like this one. I think it could go in quite a lot of decks. We've got the 5th Doctor here. We've got Coward and Killer. Not too bad. I like turning people's creatures into cowards. It's always fun to say. Become the Pilot. Good enchantment to steal someone's creature. We've got Wilfred Mott. He's very interesting in the Time Counters deck. He can get pretty crazy. As Foretold, it's a cool reprint. We've had it just reprinted in the last set, but it's interesting art and still a very good card. Works really well in Commander if you get it out nice and early. Traverse Entity, yeah, can be good depending on your deck. Not too bad. Drowned Catacombs. So yeah, this pack has actually been really good. We haven't hit as many lands as the last pack. Alistair the Brigadier, just amazing. That yellow with the surging is just really, really nice. Really nice. I do like that. Oh, Blasphemous Act. Wow, that's, you know, it's probably not worth that much, but I'm super happy. I love Blasphemous Act. I put it in almost every red deck I have, and having something that looks that pretty to bling out a deck is pretty amazing. Oh, Shipwreck Marsh. Nice, in a Surge foil. Now we get into the TARDIS treatment. We've got the 10th Doctor. Okay, that's good. I like him. He's a very good one in the deck. And the 9th Doctor. Oh, so we got the 9th and the 10th in the same one, which is really cool. No serialized yet. And, oh, wow. So here we go. So yeah, Surge foil tokens. So if you really, really want to bling out your deck like crazy, these are probably going to be worth a little bit more, especially some of the harder to get named ones that you want for your decks. But, I mean, they're cool. They look really cool. I'd use them. I'm going to put them aside in a lot of my decks as well, especially ones that share like creature types with other decks. Surge foil tokens are next level. Okay, so we've got the swamp. If you haven't had a look to a lot of the artwork for the swamps in the basic lands, it's really good. I'm very happy that they made it very thematic and made it to the point that you don't really need, like the last ones we had was sort of like map lands and crazy stuff like that. I don't think you really need the full artwork, even just having that nice little bit of art in there and the old school frame. I'm pretty happy with how they look. So we've got the 3rd Doctor. It's nice, we haven't had him yet. Seems like we're probably going to get all the Doctors here. Renegade Silent, interesting, weird, goaty creature. Definitely like it. We've got the TARDIS. Well, that's good. You almost need to get that because there's one in each deck, I believe. So good to get that in a foil. The 11th Doctor, we've had him. Oh, yep, here we go. This Lupari. So an adventure spell. This one's really nice if you're running a human-based deck. Then we've got Lunar Hatchling. Not that amazing of a card, but really cool artwork, like busting out of like a moon or some sort of celestial body there. We've got Temples, so we're getting a lot of the Temple cycle, so I'm happy about that. Last Night Together, great card. Interesting artwork. Almost looks Amonkhet-like. Cursed Mirror. It's a really nice artifact. 3 mana for a mana rock that you can have come in as a creature. It's scary good. You really need to run these in every red deck you have if you don't have it yet. Ooh, the Wedding of Riversong. That is so pretty. That just pops right out. My God. That's beautiful, especially with the background, the fade, the blend of colors, and even like sort of the sun glow in the middle. That is so amazing. I really like that. That is just beautiful. Easily probably my favorite card so far. Scattered Graves. Oh, that looks really cool. Almost looks 3D in the way the mountains are sort of standing out behind it. That's well designed. I like that too. Sorry. Temple of Mystery, another temple. Oh, then we've hit the 7th Doctor here in the TARDIS, which is cool. And the 4th Doctor. Oh, okay. Excellent. Nice. And he's in the foil. And then copy. So yeah, see, this is where the foil, like copies and stuff, would be really nice. A copy and a clue, that would be amazing to get in a Surge foil, because there's so many decks you can use it in. So many things make copies of things. So yeah, here we go. We're almost half the way through. We've got a forest. We've got the 9th Doctor. Day of the Moon. Interesting saga. Deserted Beach with a little astronaut down here. Thought Vessel. Cool reprint. Cool card. I'm happy to have plenty of those. Sheltered Thickets. K9 Mark 1. Great little card. If you don't know what it does, have a look. Really good to have in any deck. You don't even have to have it as your Doctor's companion. Blasphemous Act. That extended art is just really good. The Fugitive Doctor. Interesting. I think you can make a really cool deck around this one, so that's really nice to get. Waterlogged Grove. Oh wow, look at that. It's like a little scene where they're just having a little picnic and a little bit of fishing. 7th Doctor in Surge foil. Oof. Yeah, I mean, I almost think every yellow / bluish one in Surge foil just just pops so well. Horizon Canopy, amazing reprint cycle. The ability to tap it for any color. I mean, you got to pay a life, it pains you a little bit, but then you can sack it and draw cards with it. Is pretty solid in Commander. Midnight Crusader Shuttle. Yeah, I like this. It's a good vehicle. I like seeing vehicles get a bit more love. It's definitely sort of a tribe that is underutilized, I think, in Commander. I think the ability to use them and do some cool stuff with them it's nice to see some of these coming through better. Then we've got the 6th Doctor. Oh, that's pretty cool artwork. They made him like a pop with a bit of glow around him. And the 8th Doctor. Oh, nice. Okay. And then we got the Warrior. Oh, the Mark of the Rani. Okay. So there's a card that actually creates them, which is really nice to get the token of it as well, especially in foil. Especially in, I'm guessing, I didn't actually look at that deck and how many of those tokens you get, but you probably would want a few more of them. So this is a great way to get some more if you want to add some more to your decks. So we've got the Mountain, the 13th Doctor, which is another one of the face doctors. Shipwreck Marsh in the Surge foiling, which is pretty. The 3rd Doctor, Wilfred, but in his non-extended frame. Dan Lewis, cool little weird card. I think he'll definitely go into my Togo deck because I could see some good uses for those rocks. We've got Martha Jones in the extended art. Vine Glimmer Snarl, not a big fan. Yasmin Khan, so she is actually the partner to the 13th Doctor. So interesting that you get both in the pack. Smouldering Marsh is quite pretty. Wilfred again. Here we see him again, but now in the full art and the Surge foil. Haunted Ridge, cool reprint. Davros, wow. I love Davros. If you haven't had a look at the deck yet, honestly, probably not the best built deck because they have Missy as the second commander and there's some cards around Missy, but Davros is definitely my favorite of the decks. And we've got Dalek Squadron, which is nice. And, the 1st Doctor. Oh, look, he's in sort of like a grayscale almost. I guess that's because he's the first one, trying to make him look a bit older. Oh, there you go. And there's a copy token and a mutant. I guess not the mutant, but the copy. That's cool. That's going to go in a lot of decks. Okay, getting through. Almost there. So yeah, so far, interesting. If it wasn't Surge foiled, I think this would be a lot more underwhelming, this product, but the Surge foiling is really nice. And they're not curled from the pack, which is a promising sign. We've got the 2nd Doctor, which we haven't had yet. Solemn Simulacrum. Great card, go in most decks. And yeah, really cool, interesting art. But yeah, you can see these American artworks. They are very washed out. Sea Devils. Okay, so we've got some sagas coming in and in Surge foiling, which is pretty cool. Donna Noble. Ponder. Interesting. I'd prefer to get something else in that slot. Lots of Ponders around, but pretty cool still. Leela. Fortified Village. That's nice artwork. We've got Vizlor Turlo. Interesting, weird card. I think you could build a really cool deck around this guy. In the deck that it's in, it's not that fantastic in it. So cool. I definitely want to make a deck around that guy. We've got Fortified Village again, but in the foil. Nanogene Conversion. This is a card that could be disgusting. I really like it. It's very interesting. We've got Sunbank Canyon in the Surge foiling, which looks pretty cool. The artwork in there. Oh, Dalek Emperor again in the Surge foil, which is very pretty. The 3rd Doctor, nice. Oh, Missy. Okay, so Missy is the other one, Davros's partner in that deck. So that's pretty cool that you can get Missy in there. Yeah, I like it. Horse and a Treasure. Next one. Almost out of packs here. Down to the last few. We have a Forest. Ooh, the 11th Doctor in Surge foiling. We've had a few of him, but no Surges. Reliquary Tower, good reprint. Really cool, interesting artwork on it. Trial of a Time Lord. Pretty interesting, pretty different. I like the versatility with that one. The War Doctor. Now this guy, I'm going to see a lot of decks in my local LGS. He's pretty disgusting. If you haven't seen what he does, look him up. There's some really, really, really easy ways to abuse him and shoot people. Ooh, command tower, cool. I'm always happy to put a command tower in any of my decks. We've got Bessie, the Doctor's Roadster. That looks really amazing, all the lightning around it. Yeah, pretty decent. Sunbank Canyon, that's just beautiful art. Even I prefer it in the normal rather than the foil. It's not as washed out. Perry Brown, cool. Sky Cloud Expanse, that's really nice. The little stairway coming up and the phone booth up the top there. Cult of Skaro, that's amazing. I like this one as a commander as well. Anything that says random on it, it's very much me. So this is definitely a deck that I'll be building around. You've got a good color identity there too. Out of Time, this is pretty decent. And yeah, it's a weird, interesting board wipe. I like it. Sunken Hollow, nice. Yasmin Khan, okay, yep. So you can get the companions, that's interesting, in the frameworks. And, cool, K9 Mark 1. Oh, that's very pretty. He's the best boy, that one. Oh, look at that little pretty alien. And a clue. Cool. Well, that's interesting. So the TARDIS treatment is not just the Doctors. So you're also fighting then in that last slot for other TARDIS treatment cards. So yeah, I guess the chances are pretty low then to hit one. We've got the First Doctor, the Master formed anew. Cool, interesting. Kind of like that. There was a card that came out a while ago that had this sort of effect with artifacts and stuff that you could exile, and they got the abilities of it. The Fourth Doctor, Thriving Bluff. Ugh, gross. Why? No. Ugh. I mean, cool, it's going to go in one of those decks if you want to really keep it like purist, but Thrivings are just disgusting. Cinderglade, cool. Vashta, nice in the non-foil version. Game Trail, very pretty. Graham O'Brien, nice. We've got the Choked Estuary. Doomsday Confluence, that looks sick. That skull in the middle, that looks amazing in the Surge foiling. I love that. Cool card. Temple of Abandon, All of History all at once, Time Travel and Storm. Look at that, you just got a little bit of text. That's all you need. Beautiful. Great. And then we've got, good, awesome, the 13th Doctor, so one of the Commander deck faces ones. And, okay, the Fugitive Doctor. Cool. There we go, Aliens and the Mark of the Rani. Yeah, so all in all, so far, yeah, weird. Like, we've opened up a lot of collector boosters on this channel, and usually you're chasing stuff. I mean, having the serialized card as a chase is not too bad, but like this set isn't overly pushed, so there can be some value in it. I mean, the hardest part is Crumbling Necropolis. Not a bad card, but in this spot, man, I think that's a bit of a waste. Banished to Another Universe, the 11th Hour, River Song, really cool commander, really nice to get there. The Master, Gelfrey's End, nice. We've got Irrigated Farmland, interesting. We've got 500 Year Diary. Yeah, so this is very clue orientated, so if you can make a lot of clues, this could be really amazing in it. Awesome. Heroic Intervention in Extended Art and Foil. That's very nice. We've got the Foretold Soldier. Interesting effect, especially if you want to cast cards not from your hand. It works really well. Fractured Identity, that artwork and that Surge foiling is just insane. That looks sick. Farseek and Surge foiling. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, look, Farseek's okay, so I'd take it. Missy, okay, we've had Missy before. And, the 13th Doctor in a Surge foil. It's nice. A Soldier and a Beast. So yeah, like all in all, not too bad. It'd be interesting to see how this product pans out. I think there's going to be a lot of Commander decks sold. I don't think there's going to be a lot of these collector boosters sold. The Master again. So yeah, I think these might retain a little bit better value. We've got Rose Tyler. Or the problem is people will buy these and put these into the Commander decks, so you won't see as many of them. Decaying Time Loop's nice. Dalek Drone, that's a really cool card, really good artifact, and it works really well in that deck. Chaos Warp, which is a good card to have. 4 Nox. Yeah, this one's great if you can abuse the Vanishing to put more time counters on it, but still it's 3 mana, draw 4 cards over 4 turns though. Time Wipe, a nice reprint, pretty cool to have. The first Doctor in Surge foiling, he looks actually really quite good too. They haven't touched the Surge foiling over like where he actually sits, so the darkness of it sort of pushes it out. Oh, War Room, really nice, really nice, really good reprint, really solid. That's a great card. Farewell, wow. I love Farewell as a card. I love the art on this, and the Surge foiling is just insane. Definitely a good card in there. And then we've got the 8th Doctor in the TARDIS, and the 6th Doctor, okay, in a foil, which is quite nice. Oh, and then a Dalek. Oh, that's cool. That's really good to have a Surge foil Dalek. Oh, and a nice food token. That's an interesting food. Yeah, so all in all, decent set. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how well the value holds up. I mean, the pool's still pretty decent. There was 50 unique cards in each set. Plus, then there was a few of the reprints like Thought Vessel and stuff like that. A lot of lands that were reprinted as well. I don't think the lands will hold up as well. I think definitely more the unique cards. Some of the Doctors might go pretty decent. But yeah, interesting set, interesting experience, different than a lot of other collector boosters we've opened. Yeah, let us know what you think about this set. What are you guys buying? Are you buying the Commander decks for getting those cards guaranteed, or do you want to take the gamble and sort of go for your collector boosters for some more shinies? Let us know in the comments below, and thanks for watching.